Are you okay, James?
Good, thank you. I just wanted to talk to you about Frank. Obviously, you know him from previously as well, and if you've noticed any changes in him. And I also wonder, given the fact that he's a young manager, does that make it easier for him to relate and maybe his relationship with a group of young players?
Yeah. I've obviously worked under him at Derby, and now coming to Chelsea, I haven't seen too much of a change in him. The way he works and the way he is hasn't changed that much since he's come to Chelsea. But yeah, I think, as you said, as a young manager and as players, we learn a lot off him. He's been there, he's done it in the game. So as players, we can speak to him and learn about experiences he's been through. And it helps us as players, so yeah, it's obviously good for us.
Go to Moose.
Hi mate, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. You?
Yeah, very good, thank you. Can I ask you about how you deal with social media? Because we've seen Arsenal put out a statement today condemning the criticism of Pepe yesterday. We've seen other players as well really hammered for their performances on social media. Sometimes people have been having a go at you this season after games. Can I ask, as a young man who deals a lot in social media, how you deal with that, the off-the-pitch stuff, when you're trying your best to establish your career on the pitch?
Yeah, I think that's a big focus of mine about what I do on the pitch. I spoke about it before, I don't really look too much into the social media side. With the fans not at the stadiums, a lot of people have got a lot of things to say on social media or watching the game. So yeah, I try to stay off it. Even if we've won the game or lost the game, it doesn't really matter to me. It's I know the focus of my performances and the team's performances are on the pitch, and we've got to do what we have to do on the pitch. So what comes with it off, it doesn't really bother me too much. And as I said, the focus is mainly on what we do on it and trying to get the 3 points every game.
Nizar.
Hi Mason, hope you well.
Yeah, I'm all good, thank you.
Nice to see you. I just wanted to ask, versatility is part of your game, I think. You played that deeper role with England and you're always happy to do a job for the team, but I wonder how you kind of think about balancing being versatile with being a bit selfish and playing in your favourite position, sort of where do you sit between those two ideas?
Yeah, I enjoy playing different positions. I think I've kind of done it my whole career as a young player. Mostly played in midfield. That's my natural position. But I'm not a person to ever say no, I don't want to play in that position. If it's a winger or higher up or deeper, I would never say no. I'm someone that wants to play every game, every minute. So and try and help the team as much as I can. So yeah, I definitely like the fact that I can be versatile and play different positions. It gives you different options in the team and in the starting 11. So yeah, I think I've always had that in my game from a young age, as I said. So yeah, it's obviously good that you can play different kind of positions.
John Southall.
Hi Nathan, how you doing?
Hi, John.
I noticed after the game at the weekend, you said the mentality of the group had changed this season. That's been one of the main differences. In what way has that developed and changed?
I think the ruthlessness we have now to kill games off, to score goals. As you can see against Newcastle, that is a tough game, and maybe last season we would have gone there and struggled to maybe score and struggled to maybe keep a clean sheet. So I think that kind of the evolution of our performances and the way we're playing at the moment, you can tell we've definitely become more solid in defence and as a defensive unit, as a team. And being ruthless in front of goal, we've shown that we've scored a lot of goals this season so far, but we're never content, and we know what we can achieve as a group, and hopefully we can keep winning games, keep being strong mentally, because the season is very tough. There's so many games coming up quick, so we need to go into every game with the confidence we're going to win it, and I think that's the difference between last season and this season so far.
James.
Hi Mason. I wanted to ask you about the defensive improvement recently, because obviously it's been quite dramatic, I think. you've only conceded 1 goal in the last 7 games, and I think it was 10 in the first 7 games of the season. So a really dramatic improvement, and obviously there's been a lot of focus on obviously the goalkeeper change and obviously the defensive line. But I wonder if you feel that the forward press has also played a big role in that, maybe an overlooked role. And I wonder if, as you get to know your new teammates, obviously players like Timo and Kai and Hakim a bit better, I wonder if you feel that the press has been a bit more kind of cohesive and organised in recent weeks.
Yeah, to be fair, at the beginning of the season, with the new players coming in, that kind of the press that become so normal to us last season, and we found it quite difficult, because maybe the players that have come in didn't get to the kind of shape that we wanted and found it difficult at the beginning. And now we worked on it. It's a massive focus of ours to press from the front, to work as a team to win the ball back higher up, so we're not defending so deep. That's a big kind of focus of ours, and now we're getting to the grips of it, and as a team we're doing so well at that. And it obviously starts from the front, starts from the forward boys, and it obviously works our way back. So definitely been stronger at the back and been solid, and that gives us kind of the front boys, the midfielders, to push the wingers and the strikers on, and allows us to get higher up. So it's kind of a knock-on effect, and we've been working from it from day one this season, and now I think we're kind of getting used to it, and it's working much better.
Matt Nash.
Hi, Mason.
Hi, you okay?
Hi, all right. I just wonder what it's like for your confidence when you've got managers for club and country who have so much trust and faith in you, and also how good for your confidence was it to get that goal for England last week?
Yeah, it obviously means a lot to me to have 2 managers that trust me and are willing to put me in big games, and I'd always be ready for any opportunity I get. So yeah, it means a lot, and as a midfielder and the way I am personally, I want to score as many goals as I can. So yeah, it was obviously brilliant to finish off the camp, and we have a long break now till the next time we meet up. So it was good to obviously get a goal and to win the game. That was the most important thing for us to kind of build on it. But yeah, for me personally, I'm obviously loving playing quite regular recently. And yeah, that's what I want to keep doing, and hopefully I can carry on that way.
Let's go to Ian.
Mason, hi. You said earlier, we know what we can achieve. Chelsea go into this match 2 points off the top of the Premier League table. So can you challenge for the title? Is that what you can achieve?
That's always been our goal. As I said, we know what we can achieve. We know the level of players in this group. We can never be content with being at the top of the group in the Champions League and going to the top of the league and being close to it, being in and around it. We can never be content with that. We know what we can do in this group, and our goal is always to be number one and to push for titles, and I think we definitely know we can do that. The most important thing at the moment is keeping that momentum going, keep going from game to game, and trying to go into the game with the mentality of winning it. And then when you keep that momentum going, you kind of just go into every game and want to win. So I think we're in a good place at the moment, but we can't get carried away. And as I said, we know what we can do. So it's exciting times, but we're so ready to keep working hard.
Let's go to Tony.
Thank you.
Hi, Mason.
Hi, mate. You okay?
Yeah, good. 2 parts to this question, really. When all those new players came in the summer, all world-class players, aren't they? And really, really top-quality players, as you'd expect at Chelsea. Did you feel you had to step up a level yourself? I know you've only had 1 season really at Premier League level last season, and obviously that was a big test for you and you came through it really well, but I wonder whether you felt in your mind, well, I've got to go another level here with all these new guys arriving. Was that in your mind at all?
Yeah, for me personally, my standard is always to go into the next season wanting to do better, wanting to do more, and wanting to achieve more. And I've done that throughout my whole career. As you said, there's world-class players coming in to this club, to this team. And I've said before, me and the boys know what we can achieve. So it's brilliant to have that competition within the group. But yeah, as I said, I always want to keep pushing myself to get better and better, and every season I set new goals to want to get better and achieve more, and that's the kind of person I am. So yeah, it's obviously brilliant to have that kind of competition and world-class players coming into the group.
And do you feel like you're learning off them, these players like Kai and Timo? You watch them play and train alongside you every day. Can you pick up things off them?
Yeah, we all learn stuff off each other. I think when you have players like them two coming in, and Thiago Silva, that's been through a lot and been at the top of the game for a long time, you can gain so much experience of just talking to him and speaking to him for 5 minutes here and there. He's a brilliant player, and has been through it all, as I said. So players like that coming into this team really helps, especially us younger players that are coming through, and gives us a lot of experience.
I'm going to finish with Nick.
Hi Mason. Talking to Flint just now, he was saying that maybe you don't always get the credit that you deserve because you're very clean and efficient in how you play, and you're not doing tricks and flicks here and there in sort of strange areas. Is that always how you've been, or have you developed that efficiency with maybe age and maturity and coaching?
Yeah, maybe when I was in the academy, I did a little flick here and there and a little step over. But as you get older, I learned in the championship. That was my first kind of experience of it. They don't always come off, and players that are experienced and going to read that, they know what you're going to do. So I think, and obviously coming to the Premier League and coming back to Chelsea, being quick on the ball, knowing what you've got to do before the ball comes to you is most important thing. And as a midfielder, you're always going to have that pressure in there to move the ball quickly. We're playing in the Champions League and playing in the Premier League, the best league in the world. So the ball needs to move quicker than what you do. And I've definitely learned that, especially last season as well. So just trying to evolve my game to be quick, to know what I've got to do when the ball comes to me. And yeah, I think that's definitely something that I've learned over the last couple of years.
Thanks everyone, we'll leave it there.